We're gonna stop the recording. We're gonna start the recording. Why does Riot hate us? I don't know. This is the Smite Club Game 2 of our return cast. We have Team M69 and Team, Team Knights Brawl. We had a little bit of problems there just because the game kind of hates us. Let's put it that way. The game, from not letting us spectate to not changing masteries to everything else, we had to remake, and now we're back here with some blind pick. We got to waste all our insight onto the champions and all our, witty discussion on bias in showcasters, and now we just got to wait another 2 minutes and 40 seconds before this game starts. Let's go over the picks, shall we? We got Brian Might 69 playing Mundo in the jungle. We got K-God Might 69 playing Graves in the bottom lane. We have Boho playing Leona in the bottom lane. We have Smakey playing Malphite in the top lane. We have Super Chicken picking up Morgana for the middle. On the purple team, we have Gaia Guy playing Nautilus. We have Knights Brawl playing Nunu in the bottom lane. We have Jax being played by L'Orealis in the top lane. We have Two Forsaken, I'm guessing Two Forsaken, playing Kog'Maw in bottom, and we have High Speed 2011 picking up an Anivia into the middle. Hoo boy, it's been a ride, Lop. This has reminded me of how stressful doing this is when things don't work. But the thing is, we do have 10 viewers, and we want to thank those 10 viewers for joining us because
I have 14 on my count.
14. I'm looking at like the own TV broadcaster, not like the actual front end, so it does take a little bit to update. We appreciate your attendance and your patience. We are just two gentlemen looking to cast some League of Legends, entertain you, and cast some League of Legends games. So now that we can actually do that, hopefully this will work a little bit better. We've had a hell of a night. Our first game ended in a 20-ish minute surrender. Team Randy's favorites taking on Team GG Chronicles and Team GG Chronicle rather, and emerging victorious. We got maybe from 6 minutes in to the end of that game because of just bug splat errors and fraps crashing, XSplit giving us crap. It's been a wild ride tonight. We apologize for all those errors, and now that we finally got this game going, we got another 50 seconds before we get to see the skin battle, and yeah. We were just talking, though. Lop, I love your, what's it called, input. Again, purple team has the right amount of tank with that Nautilus, Nunu, and Jax, and some solid damage with Kog'Maw and Anivia. However, the blue team is going mighty tanky with Graves with a killer passive. We got Leona with just innate tankiness. Mundo, Malphite, tanky as hell. We got Morgana with a black shield. Who do you like, Lob?
Well, I think it's... Well, I mentioned before, but that was before the recording I cut off. But I'm very biased towards red team because I love Nautilus and Jax. Also because you'll note blue team is a very tanky team. However, Kog'Maw is built to just shred those high HP tanks to ribbons, and red team has a lot of control. They're going to be able to control team fights very well. Jax has his stun, also the fact that he melts people. Nunu has his ultimate. Yes, and Nautilus, of course, just goes into fights and will not let anybody move. You do not move unless Nautilus lets you.
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, Anivia with her walls and slows. So it's going to be all about protecting Kog'Maw and ensuring he can do his job, which is in this case devouring these tanks alive. So that's definitely going to be a challenge for the blue team to get around.
We apologize.
All around.
We apologize for the. We apologize for the League of Legends issue with our client right now. This has been a bug where if you're using multiple monitors like I'm using 3 monitors right now. If you throw the League of Legends client and try to go into spectator mode, it puts it in the middle. So right now, for a couple seconds once we get into the game, I'm going to need to jump into full screen mode. And then from there, I can just go back to borderless, and yeah, we can get this game underway. I gotta make sure not to erase that video header because that allows me to drag this back down. Okay, going back to borderless.
Hopefully you won't miss that 15 seconds.
Yeah, 15-second first blood happens all the time, right? Happens all the time. Okay, we are going to minimize XSplit, and we're back. Welcome to Summoner's Rift. We got, oh, I love that Nautilus skin. I bought the the other bundle when he was released, the one with the kind of ornate Big Daddy kind of thing. We have a little bit of a invasion possibly happening. We have 4 members of the blue team here.
Flap spamming.
Yeah, I'm getting a message from my Camp PK here saying that I can fix that corner issue by using Task Manager and then right-clicking on the LOL client and clicking Maximize, but it was grayed out for me. I don't know why. I'll try it a little bit closer. Or a little bit harder next time. Really liking the new UI upgrades, not gonna lie. Everything looks a little bit more professional. Everything looks a little bit more like on par with Dota. Champion models could use a little bit of work, but hey, they'll get there eventually. Q coming out from Morgana and trying to pick up someone with that dark binding. However, blue team's just going to roam around 5 here. Again, red is on the completely other side of the map. We're going to look to pick up, possibly steal that red buff for Mundo. I think it's a little bit more important than it is to the blue. We're going to see a lot of bees coming out here in order to get everyone back into position. Maybe a teleport? No, never mind. It's just different particle effects from Leona. Leona's going to be able to be back. Her and Graves are going to be able to catch possibly the first wave. They might miss some CS. However, the red team is picking up blue for Nautilus. And they're probably going to get there at the same time as the blue team does. Smite gives the steal for red from, Mr. Mundo there. Means Nautilus is going to have to go down into the jungle if he wants to keep on par. Ping's coming out, possibly from an early level 1 gank here with the red, no wards. Malphite, they got a lot of slows, but they don't have a lot of stuns. Oh, whiffs the cleaver. Ballsy level 1 gank. Ballsy level 1 gank.
Yeah, I like seeing a lot of aggressive play early on.
Exactly. They got to hit those Qs though. Mundo's going to have to hit those Qs, and a lot of skins in this round too. I like the Anivia skin. I like the Nautilus skin. We got Temple Jacks, which is one of my favorites. Ward coming out in the bottom bush from the blue team, going into their opponent's bush in order to get a little bit of vision, making sure that they don't get any surprises there. Leona's going to take a little bit of an aggressive stance and move into that bottom bush. I think they're just
comes by to find that his red is missing.
Yeah,
sad
exactly.
Face.
Sad face. He's taking the golems right now. He's going to be moving.
It's okay though, because he's more blue dependent, like the Mumu is, than red dependent.
He
so
is,
no
but the thing is, he wants to. Oh, hold on. We got a lot of someone really low here. Never mind. That's just Mundu picking up the blue. Mundo's going to be able to regen that by chugging some potions, but he's got to play very carefully because his abilities do use health. Being taken by the directed camera. We're not going to use the directed camera completely for this match, but for things like First Blood, I really like to trust it. Oh, a little bit of an overlead there. Never mind, that stun does enable them to pick up First Blood on that Morgana. Yes. First Blood goes to Anivia. Like we said, all that lockdown does come into play for the red team. Morgana landed the Dark Binding. She Nautilus landed the Dredge line. He used his passive in order to stun her even more, and the auto attacks managed to finish off Morgana.
Man, if they don't have Merc Treads yet, they're
gonna need Merc Treads. Like, whoa.
Rush Merc Treads.
Yeah, a lot of CC on this red team. We're gonna see if that comes at the expense of damage. Leona coming out, doing some damage onto Kog'Maw. Point blank, Buckshot does get a lot of his health out, or excuse me, does take away a lot of his health. Do either of them Summoner Heal? Well, the Summoner Heal did, yeah. Flash and Summoner Heal did come out from Kog'Maw in order to save his life. However, we are going to move back to the middle lane here. We're going to see Anivia try to pick up all those last hits, or sorry, the Morgana rather. Sometimes I confuse it and think that the red minions are always like the enemy ones, when really they're just tied to a team. However, we do have Mundo coming up here from behind on Jack. We're going to see what happens. We got a jump and an E there is going to be able to stun him a little bit. Nautilus is coming around the long way, possibly going to catch Mundo with that dredge line. Hold on, he's coming back into the lane. Oh, right at the end. Nice. Right at the end of the range. That Ignite is going to take down Mundo. They might be able to. Nope, Malphite's just going to walk all the way back. Nice dredge line from Nautilus. That was just
interesting. Interesting to note, Mundo's only level 2.
Yeah, interesting. Well, the early gank did make him miss a fair amount of CS. So
I just noticed that was like, whoa.
Early dominance by the blue. And Jax has got a blue. That's great. Jax has got cooldown reduction and can spam his abilities, which is something you never want to face in a Jax. Oh boy. Malphite is going to have a
Malphite
tough
was having
time.
problems before.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't really having problems before. He was doing his fair share of damage. Or he was staying, rather. He is a level ahead of Jax. He's going to avoid that stun. We're going to go back to the bottom lane here. Kog'Maw still only has 3 bars of health. Nunu just kind of chilling with him as well. We're going to take out that scoreboard in order to get a little bit more view here. I really like being able to hide the UI at a moment's notice. Going back to the middle, however, we do have Anivia taking Morgana fairly low. Now that Aniv does have that ultimate, she's going to be able to farm a little bit more reliably. Drax is just going to be able to pick up some stun coming out, rather. Hold on. Ooh, stun and the dredge line. Dredge line was blocked by the black shield, however, the wall was not. Anivia picks up another kill. Oh no, Nautilus picked up that kill, rather. No kills so far.
Nautilus doing a
bang up job. Hey, Nautilus has got 2 assists right now. That is not shabby whatsoever.
He's got more farm, no doubt more gold than his opponent. Let's see.
Malphite just walking. Sorry, Malphite just walking up to that Jax, getting smacked in the face a little bit for it. He really needs to use that Q in order to get some burst damage down. He's got to wait for his shield to come back up. However, Jax is going to just zone him out. 2 melee champions like this means that any champion that has a little bit more utility is going to be able to bully that person right out of lane. We do have a disconnect coming out from Nunu. Nunu is just going to walk back. Not sure what happened there. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of either an explanation or him coming back. I would hate to see this game end before we got to the really good stuff. Maybe an error? Who knows? Jax just jumps right on Malphite under tower. He's really hesitant to lay some damage on him just because he is relatively weak without some damage reducing items. Malphite's just really going to sit there and try to get as much CS as he can before heading out. He does have his ult now. He just turned level 7.
Those caster minions, early on, those caster minions will hurt.
So yeah, I agree. I have died to the caster minions. I will not. I will not sugarcoat it. Anivia's ultimate allowing, again, just to get some decent farm there. Now she has that blue, so she's going to be able to just farm with impunity. Jax does hit back, and what does he manage to pick up? He picks up a Dorn's Blade. He's going to pick up a Vampiric Scepter. Knight's Brawl does reconnect. So Nunu is going to be back into the game after maybe like 30 seconds to a minute's worth of dead time. Thankfully, it wasn't an AD carry. Thankfully, it was only a support. Morgana picking... Oh, dodges the snowball, dodges the ult. Black Shield comes out anyway from the Super Chicken.
I think Morgana was expecting Nautilus to just come
out. Exactly. I think they were expecting that same gank that she's had twice here. Morgana dying twice in the early stages of this game. It is 3-0 for Team M69. Nice Black Shield mitigates some of that damage. Lets her just walk out of that... Hold on, we do have a dredge line from Nautilus. Nice dredge line, nice ultimate. Hold on, flash coming out and the unstoppable force. And the flash coming out from... Oh, the depth charge just rocks Malphite.
Rest in pieces, Malphite.
That was a nice flash, and the thing about, Nautilus's ultimate is that it's a guaranteed hit. I think that's the worst part about it, is that once you're targeted, you know you're going to get hit. Here, however, Leona's still only level 4, which perplexes me a little bit. She just turned level 5. Hitting with the Dark Binding there, she's not going to be able to follow it up with anything just because of the zoning that's happening by Anivia's ultimate. Anivia is just going to be able to let that sit there. Ward coming out deep in the enemy jungle's bush from Jax. However, in the 9-minute 20-second stage of this game, it is 4-0 for Team Knight's Brawl. Leona coming out here. Hold on, buckshot to the face of that Kog'Maw flash saves him once again. The collateral damage not doing a lot of not a lot of work there. Hold on, we've got Super Chicken taking some damage here. Wall coming out. The Icicle just doing chunking at Morgana. The Crystallized rather. The Snowball does miss. The Flash Frost rather. Ultimate coming out, Black Shield as well, just going to mitigate some of that damage once again. That Anivia is playing really aggressively, but she really can. She's 1-0-1, she's got some gold under her belt.
She's 900 gold ahead of Morgana.
Does have that Chalice of Harmony, so she's going to be able to get that managed regen while it really counts.
Gonna build that new item with Fiend's Holy Grail, probably.
Maybe. Hold on, hook from Nautilus underneath the tower, but Graves just ease out of it. Nautilus is just going to chill here, use that Titan's Wrath in order to get some damage. Going to be able to using that Riptide in order to hopefully pick up some AoE minion farm. Haven't seen a lot from Mundo this game. Mundo's just sitting here at mid. He's going to be able to cover for Morgana. However, he does have half health. Flash Frost coming out, and that Crystallize does a lot of damage. Took a little over quarter health from Mundo. One more of those, and hold on, we got a Dragon possibly coming out. We got some pinks coming out from the blue team that they're going to look to do Dragon.
So, fun fact, Nautilus is outclassing Mundo by 1,300 gold. Wow.
Well, he does have 2 assists. He's got 2 assists and 2 kills, man. He's got 2 assists and 2 kills.
Mundo's got to step it up.
Yeah, Mundo does have to step it up, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to snag this Dragon. Blue team's going to... Smite is going to secure that for the red team. So red team is looking to snowball here. They do have almost a little over 3,000 gold advantage. The early stages of that game, hold on, Japs is just going to jump on Malphite, do a little bit of damage, going to chase him off a little bit. I'm seeing this being a little one-sided, perhaps in skill from the red team. That's the thing about this game and this cast is that we really need to find out a way of screening people by elo or something like that, just so these kind of mismatches don't happen. It's not a total wash. Blue team still has to get on the board, which will happen soon enough, but at the moment we're seeing a little bit of dominance shown by the red team.
You can see that bottom lane, blue team's doing okay bottom lane.
Yeah, Graves is doing alright.
31 CS. So...
Graves is doing alright. They have not fed any kills to Kog'Maw or Nunu. Got some pings coming out. Hold on. Blue team has picked up Nautilus in their ward. However, I believe he's like 2 levels ahead of that Mundo. Nautilus is just going to possibly just bait them back here. There's a... Oh, misses with that Dark Binding. We got 3 people on Nautilus here. However, we've got Anivia who's going to whip out that AoE and probably hold on. They have egged Anivia. They not sure if they can do anything to keep her from dying. However, Jax does come in. He's probably going to clean up. We've got Anivia getting really low here. Anivia is ignited. Q picks up, Malphite, first kill of the game for the blue team. However, it looks like that dredge line is going to keep him in the where they need to be. Jax is picking up the double kill.
Ooh, if she hadn't landed that Dark Binding, that might have been a triple kill.
Yeah, definitely. Jax,
scary.
Very scary. Actually, maybe not, just because Nautilus had used his dredge line in order to... Hold on, missed Sword of the Ages there. Hold on, the Absolute Zero coming out. Graves could be picking up a kill. Nice collateral damage on Nunu there in order to get the maximum amount of deeps. So 6-2. 6-2. Mana potion being chugged by Kog'Maw here. Their Graves player is quite good. I'm going to give him that. He is keeping pace with Kog'Maw. He has picked up a kill. Managed to not die despite coming extremely close to dying right there. Mundo and Malphite, however, did fall in that last team fight. Malphite did pick up a kill, which was much needed. Mundo did get an assist, so they are kind of in the gold race. They're only behind by a little under 3,000 gold.
Well, it sounds like this isn't terribly as one-sided as
no, it isn't.
If they do work together, I think they do have a shot. My only concern is that for the red team is that Kog'Maw isn't doing as well as he really
Kog'Maw isn't snowballing.
Graves, so if
oh wow, Kog'Maw has half the CS that Graves does, and he's doesn't have a kill. I didn't notice that. I thought they were relatively keeping pace.
Oh no. Kog'Maw has just been hanging behind.
Yeah, Pink Ward coming out from Nunu manages to waste some money on the blue team side. However, Graves is just picking up that cash.
Loads of money.
Loads of money. Dosh. Hold on, Nautilus is coming around the long way here in Tribush. They did take away... Hold on, Mundo's just going to run right into him. This could be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to hide some UI elements. Oh, just in like 2, just missed each other. Just passed by. However, we have Malphite throwing out a Q onto Jax. Jax does have a red buff. Morgana just chilling at full health. Doesn't have a lot of mana though. Hold on, some damage coming out on Malphite at top lane. Jax is just going to be able to auto attack him all day. However, depth charge coming out on Graves. That is not going to help him any. Dredgeline does hit Leona though. A lot of damage coming out from the blue team. However, they are facing a 3v2 fight with Nautilus. However, that Nunu is going very low. Here comes the teleport. We called it. The teleport to the ward. And the unstoppable force manages to pick up the Nunu. Where's the Nunu kill? Where's the Nunu kill? Mundo just doesn't care. Mundo's just running past tower.
Goes where he pleases.
Oh, Leona's really low. He just took too much tower damage. I think they're just getting desperate now. Oh, and Kog'Maw manages to take out Graves. There's a dance around the tower. Look at this. Look at this. Come on. Oh my god, Nautilus manages to kill Malphite. Oh my god, that was amazing. Look, Nautilus is going to take out that Mundo. Nautilus just does not care. No fucks given.
They had to have been dancing around that tower for 30 seconds.
That was a rodeo, ladies and gentlemen. That was a rodeo.
Wow.
Oh, they went like they went honestly 4 for 1 maybe there. Oh, that was great. That was calamity. Again, Crystallize coming out on that Morg. I think Jax is just going to tower dive her. Niv taking some damage, however, she does have a little bit of damage reduction on her. Managed to pick up that Catalyst of the Protector. Or Catalyst the Protector, rather. Morg is trying to stay alive here. Got some health, got some mana regen and AP from those Doran's rings. However, she is playing very defensively. That Jax just a bully to everyone today.
That Jax is one with the universe, let me tell you.
I agree, he's zenned out right here. Nautilus coming back in. We're going to bring back up that scoreboard to see how people are doing. Jax is 3-0, Nautilus is 5-0. That is not somewhere you want to be. Nautilus throwing out the joke. CV coming out as well from the blue team. Wards, see, I think that's the thing that's separating the blue from the red team, or the red from the blue team. Look at all the offensive wards that the red team has. Like, they've got opposing jungle. We got a pink ward coming out there, even though it just expired. Just a lot more ward coverage, a lot more site coverage. We got 5 people here, including taking down Dragon. They're going to be able to try to snag this Morgana. Nice wall by Nautilus, and the auto-pathing does her in. That utility.
Yeah, see, blue team could scratch their rear, and red team would know about it.
Yeah, exactly. However, Malphite is looking to take down that tower. Jax is coming to get him. I'm not sure he's going to be able to take that down. He does have some minions coming to help him out, but I don't think he's going to be able to take on that damage. Or
Especially
deal out
Jax
that damage.
coming
That
up
Jax
there.
is coming. He has charged up that E. He does not have stunned him under tower. Throwing at that Empower.
The Jax train has no brakes.
It's, you know, the only stops are Painville and, pretty much Painville. That's the only stop on the Jax train. Yeah, Mundo does not seem to be doing anything in order to stop them from taking that tower. Graves again, you know. Oh, stun coming out on Kog'Maw. That Buckshot is doing a lot of damage. W coming out from Kog'Maw in order to slow them down, trying to poke away at them with an R.
Yeah, it's nice because anytime Cog finds himself out of position, Nunu and Cog with his W seem to be able to CC them so they can get back into a better
definitely.
area.
Oh, I apologize. I keep calling... Oh, hold on. We've got a wall possibly walling in the red team there. I keep calling Nunu Snowball a Q just because those type of projectiles always seem to be laced to Q when it is an E, the Ice Blast. Smokescreen coming out, possibly trying to keep them from getting those last few CS. However, both bottoms on the blue team are going to be being 11-3 here in the early stage. Not even the early stages. 19 minutes in. We got 2 turrets for the red team, 0 for the blue team, 2 dragons for the red team. We got Jax jumping on a hapless Mundo. That's another ward placement right there. Another ward placement in the ramp here. Enabled to have some vision. They're going to try to ward off Morgana if she tries to help and get them. Jax just, again, does not care. Depth charge coming out on Malphite. However, where's the dredge line? Nope, they're just going to run away. I think that Malphite has used that unstoppable force more times to get away than he has to initiate any team fights. We got a ping, or a, excuse me, we got a fall back ping coming down on that Anivia. However, Morg is going to clean up those minions. CV coming out.
The Malphite Express, next stop, cowardice.
Well, the thing is, I think he'd rather die, or rather not die than, you know, die.
Speed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. However, I'm not sure how much longer this game might go. We might see an early surrender here just because of the disparity in gold and kills. We have Nautilus picking up another blue team, or another blue here. I'd like to see this red team play Randy's favorites. I think that they would be a good match for each other. That Anivia, Anivia is very high skilled right there, and well, that Anivia and Nautilus are pretty much the only play, or the main players that are impressing me here. We got Graves here trying to do some point-blank damage. Ignite coming out. There's the tower damage and the Ignite. Manages to take down that Nunu. Graves 3-1, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to carry this team on his back. He does have a Bloodthirster in the middle of being farmed here. Chugs a potion in order to get some health back. Let's see how much... let's see how many stacks he's got on that Bloodthirster. Bloodthirster only has 8 attack damage. He probably just got back to lane now, but that last hitting that he's doing is going to pay off in the long run. Sorry, Malphite is picking up some minions of his own. However, they are behind on tower, so they're just going to be able to sit back and not farm as much while they wait for the minions to come to them. Nautilus picking up a Frozen Heart, which is probably one of the better item choices that he could make, especially if he's going to be in the thick of things.
Especially given Graves is the most farmed person on their team, so
yeah,
on the blue team. So
Graves is really good at a little bit of micromanagement there. Nunu, I think, tried to pop his ult there. Depth charge coming out on Leona. There's the absolute zero keeping her in place. Yep, there's the damage, and now that's one dead Leona. Nice strategy from the red team here. They knew that they had to keep the enemies in Nautilus, or excuse me, in Nunu's ult. So what they did is they got Nautilus to just lock down someone right inside there that happened to be very tanky. Again, with the unstoppable force in order to get away. Again, that Malphite is staying alive, which I have to, you know, commend him for. Just doesn't seem like he has the damage in order to back it up, and I think that's something that we were looking at in the loading screen anyway, in the champion select screen.
They can't out-damage red team.
Especially if more going 0-3-1 in the early stages of the game. That's just like a character that they need to snowball. And, well, never mind. Anivia only has 1 kill. However, she does have 150 CS. Morg is actually beating Anivia in CS. Never mind. Dark Binding coming out on Nautilus. Ult coming out as well. Nunu's going to try, or excuse me, Dr. Mundo is going to try to get some damage. However, Nautilus does manage to get out by, excuse me, queuing that wall. Again, with the Dredge Lines trying to get him out. However, the slows and everything else is just going to try to slow him down. Again, Dredge Line coming out on Morgana. They're going to try to turn and fight on Anivia. However, they are really low. Very, very low. Snare probably saves her teammates' lives. But
they chased way too long.
Yeah, they chased way too long. They didn't have any vision in their jungle in order to see that people coming in there. 7-0 and 6 Nautilus.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Too good.
It's the drill, dude. It's the drill. Blue loses another tower. I gotta say, this bottom lane, man, this Graves. This Graves is probably the only thing that's keeping them afloat right now.
He's a trooper.
He did die, though, I think, so he did lose some Bloodthirster stacks. Nope, he's got 20 attack damage at the moment. So he's going to be able to pick up red here and hopefully get some... Leona's going to run into Anivia, however, and take a fair amount of damage. Ult comes out on Anivia in order to try to get a slow. However, Kog'Maw... Oh, flash over into the Wraiths. Keeps her alive. Smoke screen comes out from Graves in order to block the way, but it looks like red team is going to get another free dragon despite having... Despite having a ward there, the collateral damage comes out way too late from Graves. I think that collateral damage does have a small channel time, and that's probably what happened. He kind of wasted that damage. I want to see what kind of damage mitigation here. Like, Nautilus does have a Aegis, which is going to be able to give people gain some armor, some AD, that kind of stuff. He does have a Negatron cloak. Like, both Nunu and Nautilus are building fairly tanky. They were not able... Oh, Depth Charge coming out on that Graves. Graves loses all his Bloodthirster stacks. We got 3 versus 3 here. Malphite finally uses that ult. Jax was caught in the pool for a long period of time there. He does have Ghost and his red buff in order to keep him company. Blue team was not able to convert any kills there. They did lose Graves, which is probably their only hope of carrying this game into something a little tolerable. 15-4 here in the 25-minute mark for the red team.
Earlier you were talking about Nautilus's build and, regarding tankiness. Here's the thing, though. Red team doesn't really have to build tanky. Blue team doesn't have a ton of damage to worry about in the first place. Graves is pretty easy for them to shut down. Morgana,
isn't being the carry that she needs to be.
Yeah.
Look at this, though.
You don't have to build that tanky.
I really like the boost of mobility on Nautilus. I really have to say.
Yeah.
He is a slow man. So he's just going to be motoring along.
Always go movement speed Quince on Not, man. Always.
I like playing Nautilus and Volibear in Dominion, just because it's really fun. Just
Oh man, yeah. Nautilus and Volibear on the same team. They destroy everything. Oh.
Volibear is one of my favorite champions, I'm not going to lie. He is a little bit underused. He's pretty fun. Back when his W was a little bit broken, he was my go-to, I'm not going to lie. Well, but look at this. We got Nightsprawl disconnecting again. He did disconnect earlier in the game, so that is, I guess, to be expected. Who knows? Mundo going to get a little bit of health back from his ultimate. Anivia might be heading mid here in order to combat the 4 that they see. Actually, I think it's only 3 just because Graves has been hanging out in the jungle. Pink's coming out of Baron from the blue team.
26 minutes in, Mundo's at 90 CS. 2 assists.
Hey, Leona's got 1 CS.
Congratulations.
Yep. Gotta keep that CS as low as possible. Nunu's probably only got 8 CS because he needs to consume in order to get health back.
Nunu has more gold collectively than Mundo does. That's... I feel so bad for Mundo.
Let's see.
It's not his game today.
It is not his game, let's put it that way. Nautilus at a stunning 10,000 gold already. Next closest on the blue team is Graves with 7.4k. If that's going to be the 7 kills and the 7 assists, I'm not going to lie, Nautilus is the carrying this game as a tank jungler, which is kind of funny if you think about it.
And scary.
Very scary. Especially if you can land those dredge lines. We got a little bit of a war of attrition here.
Oh man, I love those dredge lines though, because they
here it comes, here it comes. Hold on. I was waiting for that. I'm waiting for that, excuse me, depth charge. There's the dredge line onto Malphite. The, waiting for that dredge line onto Graves! It's gonna go through the entire team! However, be able to... Whoa, jeez, people are falling like flies here. Anivia might finally fall. We got Black shielded. Kog'Maw did put out a fair amount of damage. She is gonna get egged, however, I'm not gonna be able to... She's not gonna be able to, burst them down. There's an ace from the blue team. I'm not gonna be surprised if we see a surrender here from the blue team. Good play by the red team there. They kind of split off into 2 different groups, but they split off with the people that we knew couldn't, like, egg Anivia. Like, they could egg her, but they couldn't kill her after egg. So, in a way, they kind of just knew their priorities a little bit better than the blue team. And it didn't even matter that Anivia was egged. They could just, like, turn around, or kill who they needed, turn around, and then finish off the ace.
And again, the Anivia egg situation just kind of shows what I mentioned earlier, and what we were thinking was blue team does not have any damage.
Yeah, exactly. And the funny thing was, Nunu wasn't even in that fight. Nunu with an absolute 0 in the middle of all that clusterfuck right there would have been just terrible.
But like I was mentioning earlier, I love Nautilus. Is not the dredge line. I meant the depth charge.
Depth charge, yeah. The depth.
It reminds me of a horror movie, like Jaws. You know, because if you know it's coming,
yeah, that's the thing.
Slow, you can't stop it. Yeah. It's coming.
See, that's the thing. Okay, here we go. We have Crystal Eyes coming out here on Morgana. She is trapped by that wall. The auto attacks and the ult. She's just standing in the ult. Sorry, Mouth coming in with that unstoppable fourth. There's 4 people here. They're going to be able to kill her now. She used up her egg in that last team fight. However, a lot of ults being used up there in order to take down one Anivia. 20-6 right now in the late stages of the game. We're about to hit 30 minutes in about 30 seconds.
Not to say that Nunu's an integral part of their team, but they really shouldn't be giving blue team any leeway whenever they're down a teammate.
Yeah, pink ward coming out from Leona, going to be able to take down some of those wards. Other thing is double buff Jax versus Mundo. This is obscene. All right, yeah. Damn it, that was just ow, 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 ow. Nightsprawl reconnects and probably finds himself with a Baron buff for his troubles, which is probably kind of cool. Anivia did pick up a Rabadon's death cap while she was dead. So the thing is, that entire time when Anivia was doing well, she did not have a Rabadon's. That's scary, man. Blue team loses a turret. Graves picks up a Phantom Dancer. Morg finally has completed her Rod of Ages and has another Needlessly large rod, however, being able to see how much damage it does. Nice juke there from the red team. Kogma's going to try to chunk as many people as he can while, well, that's kind of his job.
Joins the fray.
Nunu just joined the fray. He is kind of underleveled, but only when he's standing beside, like, the other 9 and 10, like 9-0-10 Nautilus, man. If he goes 10 out of 10, I will be very impressed.
Nivea's heading bot lane to pick up some farms.
And 7-0-3 Jax and Nivea with 8 assists. We have 4 people here. Just that Jax is going to get all 4 of those people in the stun. Morgan's going to try to throw out a black shield, but she will fall down. Nunu is throwing out the stuns as much as possible. Here comes the absolute zero, and it will probably catch these two, and boom, just like, again, 4 kills right there. 4 kills for 0. Triple kill for Jax. Jax 10-0 and 4 for the ace. It's a
Meanwhile, Anivia's being an asset to her team by farming blue buff.
Yeah, GG coming out from the blue team. Looks like they're going to not surrender, but take it like champs. I applaud the blue team despite being a little outmatched. Never mind. I was going to say I applaud them for at least being sportsmanlike and staying, but looks like Mr. Graves did rage quit a little bit. Surrender vote coming out, saving us the trouble.
Victory.
Thanks for playing both teams. We appreciate it, and thank you for coming out and watching the return of the Smite Club. Yeah, thanks to everyone. We hope you guys had fun. Look for the videos on our YouTube channel and on our own TV channel. If you guys want to follow us on Twitter or Facebook or YouTube or any of that stuff, you can find it at about.me/Smite Club. That's where all of our social media stuff is found. Sorry, Lop, I've been talking my ass off the entire time. Do you got anything to say before we leave?
I'm glad to be back. Thank you all for coming. Make sure, I think Matt said, post about us on your social networking sites if you enjoyed the show, and hopefully we'll be back next week to entertain you guys. See you then.
Yeah, see you then. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen, and may you always smite first.